Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Testing. I'm going to put on some lipstick. Test that way.
Okie dokie.
Where's my lipstick now?
Everything should be good. Say it, Logan. Can I put things on the? Can I put beer on this windowsill?
Yeah.
Okay. No rings or worry about that. Okay. Whatever. Cool.
No rings. Yeah.
Where, as long as I get a beer. Where's my beer?
Yeah.
I want one of those other ones. Logan got. Where's that?
One of those other ones.
Yeah. Thank you.
One of those other ones.
Is it a twist off?
No, I don't know. Mine's a twist off.
It is.
All right, we're live, guys. We're on. Lose it up.
Hooray! We're back.
Cheers.
Hey, yeah, cheers.
Congrats.
Where's yours?
Yes.
Hey, Logan, go get your beer. Hi everyone. We're back on the air after being off for 2 weeks. Is that how many weeks we've been off?
What?
Yes. How long?
Yes, it has.
Yeah, we've been gone for like 2 weeks. I couldn't do it 1 week, and then Logan texted me 1 week, and he said he couldn't do it the other. So
That's right.
So, yeah. What's up? Hey, we have a friend here. Misty, right?
Yes.
Because you're right, because I call her something different.
Yes.
We have our friend Misty here. She has come to join us for this hour to talk.
I have.
And just drink,
We'll
apparently.
See. It's mainly drinking and a little bit of talking is what it is. FYI.
Well, awesome. There's a lot of things that's going on right now. What is your name again? What was your name?
Misty.
Are you sure?
Okay. Well, I call her
confused.
Trinity, but yeah, just to be.
I'm
less
a woman
confusing.
of many names.
That's right. That's right. Tell me, like, what's going on this Sunday? What's happening?
Oh, there is something happening this Sunday. That's right.
Yes, this Sunday we screen The Last Door, which is the short film we've been working tirelessly on. What seems like forever, but it's only been about 6 months, 7 since.
I only worked on it for like
December?
a couple months. You guys have been working on it
since
for
December?
longer.
Yeah, we actually did some interviews here recently with Never Cinema Group.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Did you see it?
I have not. No.
Now
Logan,
you gotta go check it out.
Logan, can you load it up?
I'm trying. It's actually on Facebook, isn't it?
You know what, Logan? Actually, speaking of, I mean, I should have asked you to do this before we started recording. But I need to find that that clip of what I want to screen tonight.
Did you email it? Did you email it to me?
No, I haven't, but I can find it really quickly.
All right.
Anyway, sorry.
Is it online?
Carry on.
It is.
Okay. So basically, what are you doing here, Misty? I'm here too. I'm here too.
A whole lot of nothing.
you.
No, I am actually just basically promoting The Last Door, which is what I directed. And you obviously are the director of photography, and Misty was the writer, Misty Spitzer, and yeah. And then it stars Catherine Franco and Sam Swanson.
Yeah, good
Right.
stuff.
Right.
Good stuff.
Soden,
Sir,
you have a film that you want to show.
I do, but
Okay.
I have to download it on the computer.
Oh
I
my
guess.
gosh, you do?
Yeah.
All right, well,
because
let me-
I didn't bring it on the thumb drive. So remember, I wanted to show it last week, but I don't know if you saw last week's episode, but I brought my thumb drive with me because I wanted to screen something that I've been working on for like years,
Oh,
but
yeah?
the thumb drive broke.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
swap
That's a
me
bad luck.
seats and
Okay,
find it.
let's swap seats and I'll
Bad
download
luck
it.
hitting ya.
Anyway, talk a little bit more about your movie.
The Last Door, I know you guys have talked about it a little bit, but it's, a 1950s Hitchcockian thriller. I just like to say Hitchcockian.
Oh my gosh, it's a new word.
It is. And it's a thriller about a serial killer that he's a door-to-door salesman and basically kind of follows his path. And he thinks he's found a new victim, but there's a twist to the whole story.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give it away, so...
And the whole point of making it a short, not a feature, is that you could do it. You'd bite off on it a little bit more. It's edible.
Yes, exactly. And the story was originally a short story too, so it just kind of worked out that way. But the good thing is, people, Logan, I've been just the few people that I have actually kind of screened it to before we're actually screening, I've gotten really good reactions. They're saying that it's too short, so that's good.
That's good, yeah. I've gotten that too.
They want it longer. So
that is a good comment.
Yeah, and I've been getting a lot of that. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to tomorrow night's screening then at
Sunday's screening.
Sunday. I'm sorry. Today's
Friday. It seems like tomorrow, but it's actually Sunday.
It should be. Let me stop that.
Okay.
I don't know why that started.
Yeah.
But
is that one of yours?
It is. Okay. That's what I
but
show later on. But I'll talk about that later.
Let's get a little bit more of an intro to that. What's going on here?
Well, let's finish talking about The Last Door first.
Yes.
But it's screening tomorrow. Screening on Sunday night
at 4-Day Weekend downtown Fort Worth, 312 Houston Street. Starts at 6. So, anybody local, come on down.
Right. Yeah. Anyone that's around, watching that's around here.
What's eventually going to happen? Are you gonna like send it out, or?
We are going to send it out to as many festivals as we possibly can. And that includes international and local, depending on funding. That's always a key.
Yeah, isn't that a
bit of a key?
Isn't it funny how that plays
just a little bit
a role in all of our problems?
But once we get a few things kind of worked out and things, we're going to do as many screenings as we can, and we're going to send it to festivals and hopefully premiere it at South by Southwest.
Cool. Well, this is something I haven't even asked you about before now, but I'm planning on putting together an evening of shorts. I'm planning on just talking to a lot of my friends and pulling all of our movies together and make a fun evening of watching movies. And I want to ask you if you'd like to have your movie be enthralled with a bunch of other cool local short films.
Can't say no.
Well, if I got to say so in it, I gotta question. I'm questioning that. So
you're questioning that?
He's calling you out. He's calling you out.
You came to my last one. You came to my last one that we had at the Rose Marine.
That
was
a long time ago.
But you split because you had your kids with you or something like that.
Oh man, that's right.
Yeah, you had to split.
That was really awesome.
Yeah.
Where would you have this? Is it going to be at an actual theater or just like someone's house or low key?
That's a question. That's a good question because we would like to have it in a theater. We did one last year. It was last year, and we did it at the Rose Marine Theater, and we did it with our huge pull down screen and all that. But the thing is that I've kind of lost the people that I knew over there. So I don't really, I don't know how to get into it.
You might want to talk to Stephanie Hancock, our wonderful producer.
Oh yeah, Stephanie!
She's
awesome.
She might be able to have some hookup at the Rose Marine.
She's been doing some stuff at the Rose?
They screened Degenerates there, or actually premiered it or screened it.
Which
I want to say premiere.
Another movie she produced?
She did. Like she produced The Degenerates, and I believe it's 2011 is when it came out. I could be wrong on that date. Yeah, but I think it was 2011. Yes.
Stephanie Hancock.
And I might need to talk to her. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we need to show her some props or give her some props, basically a shout out because.
Well, she had a big hand in your movie, right?
She sure did. Yeah, she did. She did. She's awesome. She did a lot of work. And she's one of those that underappreciated sometimes. So, yeah, big props to her now. Love you. Love you.
And we owe you quite a bit, definitely.
Yes, definitely.
She was on set because I was there for most of the days, and she was always like trying to keep us on task and pushing us and moving us along and keeping us on track, which is a good thing to have on a set.
She's good. She's a good task master or a master. Both.
Master.
Both of those things. That's what she's good at. Both. Just saying. So. Yes.
Well, yeah. So I'd like to have it in a big movie theater because we want to. I want to showcase, local movies and local talent, and I want to put it on the big screen so that people can come and see it and see the talent that we have here in this town.
Exactly. What would you be screening?
I'd be screening my movie, Shifting Faults.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, that's right.
I'm excited.
You haven't. Yeah, I'll have to send you an email link for that.
I know.
But, I'd be showing Shifting Faults.
Is that short?
It is. It's a short movie that I made at the beginning of this year, and it played at the Bazaar Film Festival in Fort Worth, which was at the 4-day weekend also.
Nice.
And my lead actress, Lauren Kirkpatrick, won Best Actress of the festival.
Congratulations. That's exciting.
Yeah. I'm really proud of her.
Excited.
I am, and I think the movie shines really because of all the work that everyone put into that set.
When did you guys get done with post-production?
We finished in March, April.
Okay.
I think we shot everything in January, and then we got done around April or something like that. So it was about maybe 3 months, and I had to do things like color correcting, which I've never really done before. I kind of had to teach myself.
Talking about that too.
Yeah. Logan and I, we've been talking about that. We've been trying to learn that process between the both of us.
Well, he did a good job on The Last Door. I can tell you that. Mm-hmm. He really did. And it looks great.
Yeah, because Logan, you've shown the trailer on this show before, right?
Yeah, I was actually trying to find it again. But what was the most hardest thing you think that happened on that film? The hardest thing, the most challenging
on the Last Door?
No, on your film.
On Shifting Faults?
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing. I had a time crunch at the funeral. We were at a funeral parlor, and I had a bit of a time crunch. Funny story. So we weren't really allowed on the funeral in the graveyard
property. Yeah.
But the graveyard didn't have an office. It didn't have people there. There wasn't I had no idea who to ask. And if we were in back enough in the back, we were far enough away from the street where we weren't really
as long as you're not digging up any bodies, you should be okay.
And broad daylight. So we started shooting, and we were shooting early morning, and my sound girl takes off her headphones. She says, there's some kind of machinery around here, and I just look over my shoulder, and there's a big bulldozer digging into the ground. And I'm like, ooh. Okay, guys, we need to start moving.
Let's wrap it up. And
then we're going a little bit further, and they're pitching up a tent. And I'm like, we need to keep on moving.
So that was the hardest. That was probably the most challenging.
Yeah, and I kept on pushing people because no one else really knew that. And I was like,
I have been there. I have been there.
Keep on moving, guys.
We have a story like that, too. And by the Last Door, don't we?
And by the time we got done, the very last shot that we needed at that location was we needed a car pulling into the graveyard.
Right.
And so we got across the street, and right as we started rolling, the funeral procession came, and we got it.
Talk about timing.
We got it on tape. It was awesome.
Last minute.
It was awesome. It's those happy accidents that happen.
Is this it?
Yeah.
That looks fantastic.
Yeah. Logan did the cinematography for this one too.
Yeah, we shot that on the red. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's kind of the short synopsis of
Shifting Faults is and take it away. Take it done. People need to go out. People need to go out and see it. If you want to shoot. Anyway, the synopsis is it's about what's her name? Her name is anyway. It's about this college girl who is in her mid-20s, and she lives to the big town of Austin to her small hometown of Vernon, Texas, to attend her mother's funeral. And she runs into her father, who she doesn't really want to talk to, but she gets roped into a conversation over a cup of coffee, and over that conversation, it's revealed why there's so much tension between the two and why their relationship has been severed, basically.
Okay.
So what I really wanted to
Is that your car?
That is my car.
Ah,
yes,
knew it.
My
Called it.
Take the movie
No, it's just
away.
stills. We're just putting stills because we got to figure out what we're talking about. People are just tuning in.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead. Continue.
But what I really wanted to make a comment on was how small town politics can rip apart a family.
Okay.
And how people whispering behind people's back and backstabbing. And I mean, us here in Texas, we know small towns.
Right.
We drive through them
exactly.
all the time.
There's a dime a dozen out here.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to make a comment on, basically.
Right.
And so yeah. So that's kind of the story.
Festivals in the lineup, or
yes, there are more festivals. We are waiting to hear back for some.
Okay.
For some of them, but yeah.
What's the runtime?
It's 17 minutes.
I just have all these questions. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I have all these questions.
No,
Do you know what the runtime of your film is?
14 minutes and 19 seconds, people.
Actually, that's pretty big. Yeah.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Soden's about 14:40, I guess.
Oh, you are way off, David. I'm gonna have to penalize you for that.
All of my movies are
Pop
within the 14, 25 minutes spectrum.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's fine.
I can't really.
It's good. It's good.
It's
good enough.
And you filmed it at Old South.
We did.
Oh, nice.
We did film it
Love
at
those
Old
shots,
South.
though, Logan.
We got permission from the manager there to have a whole section. They cut off a whole section for us on Saturday mornings on 2 weekends, or was it 3 weekends we shot there, Logan?
Oh my gosh,
I think it was 2.
Yeah, 2 or 3, and that whole section was closed, so we had free reign.
Yeah,
ridiculous how good his shots are.
Isn't it though? It's crazy. It's crazy, and with the color correction, and then there's also special effects, which I've never done had to work with in a movie before. I'm not going to tell you where they are.
Yeah, we have a little of that too in the last store, which was quite interesting. So I know how that is. That was the timing on that, right, Logan? I mean, just filming that sequence was insane.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't know if we want to go too into detail about that, but it was pretty insane.
You should go out on Sunday and go see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Special effects.
Go see it.
The other thing that's really interesting about this graveyard scene, I'm going to try not to show too much about the graveyard scene because you're still doing some editing, I guess. Or are you finished with the editing?
I'm pretty much done with it.
Well, what's interesting about it is that while we were shooting in there, we were over by a tree and we saw the scariest thing. We saw this bird was wrapped up in some twine, it was all what was it? It was freaking, what was that stupid movie?
Don't tell me it was a crow.
It was some type of bird, and it was wrapped, and there was
the Blair Witch Project.
It was
style?
like Blair Witch style. So some voodoo stuff.
There
was
little
going on.
tiny bones around, and it's just in a circle.
Yeah, but we didn't know until we stepped in it. We're like,
we
desecrated this spot. I guess this movie's gonna make it.
It's like
bad juju.
Elena found
That's what it is.
And it was like we came across some emo teenagers left seances.
It's really weird.
Really
weird.
Yeah. That graveyard.
That was exciting. That was another exciting.
Did you at least get it on tape, or?
No, we didn't tape it. No.
But that was crazy.
Pictures next time.
Yeah.
Pictures.
Now, what was the other? Is this the film that you filmed after Shifting Faults? The one that we're about to look at?
That's something else I'm able to talk about now. About a couple of weeks ago, I was able to talk about a movie that I've been working on since 2010. I shot a movie in 2010. It's called Showing Up Drunk, and it's
Cheers to that.
Showing Up Drunk.
Yeah.
It's about a it's about a dude who wakes up drunk and hungover from the night before, and he has to go to work, and he thinks he can totally do this.
Right.
So he straightens up his tie, and he puts on his shirt, and he's swigging from his flask, and he goes to work, and everyone loves him. It's like, hey, Bob, hey, what's going on? And hold up, Logan.
Okay.
Hold up. But then his boss tells him that he's fired, and then we actually see how he really is, to where he's a complete slob and everybody hates him.
Okay.
So the deal about this movie is that we shot it in 2010, and we got it done, almost practically done, but we were waiting on the music to come back, and I was working with a new composer that I've never worked with before. And he decided to start having arguments with us about music theory and how things are really done. And I'm like, well, it's part of the joke. The joke is in the lyrics and how it's self-centered and stuff. And he's like, well, the music just isn't done like that. I'm like, so
problems of filmmaking.
He dropped out, and I couldn't really yell at him because I wasn't paying him, Yeah,
you can't.
So he dropped out, and then I got involved in school, and then I had things that occupied my time, and the movie just collected dust on my hard drive for about 4 years, until recently, Robert Tresco, the man that is amazing with composing, has finalized the soundtrack for it, and it's finished now. We're going to do last sound bits, sound pieces in the upcoming weeks, and then we want to start throwing that out to film festivals. And that's what I wanted to show last week, and we didn't have it, but now we do. So will sound work, Logan?
You actually want to play the...
I do, yeah. I want to play it off.
He's just like a bundle of energy.
I cut off
like a little Spitfire over here. Are you like 5 or... Where does this...
I cut up a little piece of the movie that I wanted to show, and I wanted to show on the show tonight. But will they be able to hear it, Logan?
They will be able to hear it. The issue, though, is the fact that it is messing up or dropping frames. So what I'm going to do is try to play it from Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Very interesting. All right, so let me bring it up here real quick. And you want to play the whole thing?
Yeah, from start to finish. This is him.
Nice.
Completely sober.
Bob! Hey, how are you doing, fellas? Hey, we're gonna see.
Oh, he's got the flask in his hand.
Yes, he does.
Oh. That's brazen. That's
And
brazen.
he must be really drunk right now.
That's bold. Oh, there's another guy. He's probably drunk.
My amigo, my compadre, my
got the shades on.
pimp magnet. What's up? You know what they told me down in the county? They told me Bob's a total douche. You know what I said to them? I said, Bob is the best damn employee this company has ever had, and ever will have. And if you want to fight to the death with rusty forks and knives,
the office I want to work in.
Because
Yeah.
you people would absolutely, positively die if you did not have a friend like Bob to be your friend, because Bob is a friend of all things, man and animal, vegetable and mineral. And I consider myself humbled and honored
Nice.
to even know his name, let alone be his friend.
Tom, you're my co-amigo, co-compadre, my favorite co-working pimp, and I consider it an honor to have someone like you who considers it an honor to have me as a friend.
He reminds me of
Thank
Sam
you
Witwer.
for thanking me.
I don't know who that is, but he's got a little bit of that.
You're the greatest, Bob!
And the cookies of life friends are the chocolate chips. That's cute. That's so cute.
So yeah, so that's a tiny clip from when he's completely sober, and I've been wanting to
He's
show
completely
this movie
sober?
off. Yeah, when he thinks that he is.
Okay.
So I've been wanting to show that off for a long time. So
It looks good.
Yeah, it's a fun piece.
Yeah, it's comedy. Some comedy.
It is.
Comedy genius there.
Yeah.
And I love some comedies, so I'm gravitating towards the comedies.
Are you?
Yeah, this one that we had just worked on, The Last Door, is a little more dark, and obviously it's got a little more suspense to it than not that I wouldn't be used to it, but I'm just ready to. I would love to kind of like delve into something lighter, like comedy. So that would be great.
Yeah. That's what I that's kind of how I got into doing comedy. I did my very first 2 movies were extremely depressing, like hardcore.
So you went the opposite end.
Clobber you over the face, as Logan would put it.
They usually slap the audience. Right
That's exactly how he puts it.
Yeah,
every time.
And so I did those 2 movies. I'm like, you know what? I want to do something fun. I want to do something that just to get with my friends and make a fun movie. And that's how Girls Night Out came out. And
That was good. I saw that one.
And then I did Showing Up Drunk right after that. But unfortunately, this hasn't been able to break out until for the end of this year.
Right.
So.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm happy to get this out too.
Yeah.
So I'll have like 2 movies out this year, which is
like the Energizer Bunny over here.
crazy.
He's like crazy. He's like Duracell. Where's the Duracells?
Well,
should we power you down or something? That's
what?
Ridiculous.
When I talk about the things I love to do, I get a little overly.
Especially with the beer going on. So
maybe that's like fuel. Is that fuel for the fire?
I think so.
It's fuel.
Look out.
You know.
Well, Misty, I'd like to turn the tables on you.
Uh-oh.
Now, what's
what's
funny about Misty, she actually had, let's just get a little bit more history on her.
Oh my gosh. I know where you're going with this.
So this is okay, I've been waiting for this.
Misty,
this is the story that I've been waiting for.
Yeah, Misty, she does a lot of running. She does a lot of fitness.
Yes. I do.
What do you do? What do you do that's of the running? What do you do?
I run a lot.
No, you run. You actually do marathons and stuff.
I have not done a marathon. That's my plan at in February of this year. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I don't know. I'm supposed to do what's funny is I'm supposed to do a 20K, which is almost a 12-mile in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I'm like, I'm not prepared. Very underprepared for this 12-mile run, which is almost half a marathon.
And how fast do you have to run it?
There's
not really
a certain speed. Obviously, you probably don't want to come in like 3 hours later because they have certain times because they cut off the streets from traffic. So, but I'm gonna try to obviously run the full thing. But the most I've ever run is as a half marathon, which is 13.1.
And is anyone gonna do it with you?
Christy, my sister, Christy Leonard.
Oh, okay. Well, do you think you're better than your sister?
I'm not gonna speculate, but just kidding.
You heard it here first, folks.
I'm kidding. Kidding. No, actually, we are kind of competitive when it comes to that. Like one race she'll be better than me, and another race I'll be better than her. So it's always like very kind of competitive in our corner. But it's actually a good thing because we use it to push ourselves a lot.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Where are we going with this? This is probably boring to people, I'm sure.
Well, it's very interesting because every time I hear her, you're always running. You're always doing. And I don't know what is driving.
The running for me is a stress relief, major stress relief, and it's also a natural antidepressant, which is great. Not that I'm depressed a lot, but stress, get rid of the stress, plus kind of boost your energy and stamina a little bit.
That's good.
I have to.
That's
do
good, man. That for me is swimming.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a swimmer.
I used to be.
Yeah.
I used to be when I was going to UNT and I had free access to the rec center.
Okay.
I could do about I could do about 10 laps in 30 minutes.
Oh, Michael Phelps over here.
Yeah, I tried to push that as much as I could.
Yeah.
But I miss that so much, and I just
exactly.
I need to find some place that just has like a cheap a cheap
full
rate.
access.
Right.
Yeah. Just find one of your friends with an apartment with a pool or something, and just go.
Logan.
That's right. About that. Yeah.
I was.
There you go. See,
for
free.
A small fee. I mean, for free, you could.
For a small.
Oh yeah.
For sure. A little bit of yard work. It'll be
a PA job here or there.
It's an even trade, really.
Yeah.
It's an even trade.
Well, the other thing I was going to bring up was the fact that you feel like there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. How could you calculate the issues that you're having right now? Like,
there is I feel like I got hit with the unlucky stick recently. It's this month.
This is what I've been waiting to hear about.
Yeah, so I lost my uncle recently. It was like unexpected, and then we had to go to Arkansas for the funeral. And then, not that I want to drag this down any, but I'll bring it back up a little bit so you guys can laugh at my misfortune.
Because that's what we got to do. We've got to do that, right? Like,
and stupidity. There's a little bit of stupidity in there. Shut up. I know what people are thinking. Yeah. So recently, and poor Logan. I don't know. Logan, you want me to tell the story? Do you want to tell it?
Go ahead.
You want to? So last night, I'm going out, right? And so I bring as little stuff with me as possible when I'm going out, so I don't have to keep track of it. I bring a lipstick, some credit cards, and my cell phone. That's about it. My car key. And I had scaled down a lot on everything. And then I was coming home. It was kind of late. It was about 11:30. Really tired. It was one of those nights where I'm just like ready to go to bed. And I go to click. I had the clicker for my garage. I go to click it. Nothing, not opening, and I'm like, okay, well maybe the battery's dead on this thing. So I pull in the driveway and I'm clicking it some more, like maybe this is going to open if I just click it hard enough and slam it against the dashboard.
And what time is this happening?
This was about 11:30, and so I get out of the car thinking the keypad's going to work, and I'm pretty tired at this point because I just gotten back from my uncle's funeral in Arkansas. We didn't sleep much, and so I'm running on.
You just drove back, right?
A few days before, like a couple days, but then I've had to work as soon as I got back too.
Okay, right.
So there hasn't been much sleep involved, and so I'm like, get out, and I'm going to the keypad, and nothing's happening on my keypad, and it's just blinking, and I don't have my key. I don't have my house key. I didn't have my house key to get in my door, so the keypad's dead, the remote's dead, and I'm like sitting there in my car. I was like, well, I got my cell phone and I have about 37% power left on this thing.
No charger in the car.
Right, no charger in the car. There's no charger, right. So Logan calls me and he's talking about stuff for the last door.
No, I don't just call you. I say, stuff's not working.
Yeah.
The film is not working.
And this is right at the moment. When I'm in the driveway trying to click.
If you had a boyfriend, he would call and say, "You're breaking up. We're breaking up."
Oh yeah, exactly, exactly.
I found another woman. That's the situation.
Yeah. It was all bad. Yeah, it was bad. Just bad to begin with. It was retarded that I didn't have a spare key or anything, and I didn't have a spare key out there to go grab. And so, like an idiot, I'm like, okay, mental note, make spare keys and stick them around.
If I ever get out of this.
Until then, I'm like, my choices are break the window, break the back door. What do I do? So Logan's on the phone, like saying, this isn't working, and he's like talking about.
Yeah, this film is not. We're not gonna make it.
And I'm like, I don't know. Do what you need to do. I don't know. I can't get into my house. So
That's right.
He's like, what? It's like, I can't get into my house. So long story short, he goes and he comes because I had called. Well, my brother-in-law and sister are out of town, and they're in Arkansas right now visiting the family. And normally my brother-in-law, he's the fix-it guy, so I call him. Well, he's out of town. And it's late by then. It's like what time? Like midnight?
Yeah, it's midnight.
Midnight. Yeah, because I ran to Walmart trying to get a battery.
Because you think it's the battery.
Yeah, I thought it was the battery. Lo and behold, I realized that my power was out, and that was the problem. I was so tired, it wasn't registering.
And all she could talk to was robots.
Your power was out in your house?
Yes,
power was out.
The entire power was out.
Neighborhood was even.
The entire block?
Just the cul-de-sac.
Just your... Oh,
yeah,
okay,
but,
okay.
I didn't know. It wasn't registering in my brain because I was so tired by then. It was like
all right.
midnight and, yeah. And so Logan comes over, fortunately, to my rescue. He was so nice, and I felt so bad about having him come out. And,
well, at least you didn't break your garage door opener.
I thought that was what Logan was for. He was going to come and break into my house, but he couldn't do it. So it's pretty tight.
It is
pretty tight.
Well,
so.
Without breaking anything.
Yeah.
Smashing, grabbing.
So he leaves, and then he's like, "Bye, I'll see you later."
No, I didn't.
And I'm like, I guess I'll go get a room because I
said, "You're coming with me. We're going to the house." And she's
kidding. I'm kidding. He didn't leave me out.
Come with me if you want to live.
Yeah, he didn't leave me out to dry, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that. And so I ended up calling my parents, and they woke up. It was like 1 a.m. by then.
and they were just joyed to. They probably had nothing. That probably just made their day. They probably sit home doing nothing, right?
You know what? Actually, they were sleeping. They were tired, but actually, they were just happy nothing was wrong, like no emergency had occurred. They were actually happy, so they're like, "Yeah, come on." My parents are great, so
yeah. But let me set. Like, both of them retired and they just hang out?
Yes, they're both retired.
So they're just happy that there's something going on, but scared late at night that it could be.
They were just glad it wasn't like
torturous
harm or anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I go over there and couldn't sleep, of course, because I'm worried about, like, I'm thinking, did I lock my gate? Is because I punched in the code so many times, is it going to come up when the power comes on? So I was constantly thinking about it, freaking out. So I was up at 5, and then I flew back to my house, and
nothing happened.
Ends up the power's on and everything works. Everything worked.
But the garage door was not open.
It was not open, no, and the gate was still shut,
Yeah.
so it worked out good. And but I go back to bed, right, because I'm exhausted. I had to be back at work, and I go back to bed, and the power goes whoop, and shuts off on me again. And it was like it had reset my AC, so it was like 80 degrees in my house.
Oh, wow.
When I came home, and then it shuts off again. I was so mad.
I think the other thing was they didn't tell you. Like, usually they put paper on there saying we're going to work on the electricity.
Oh, yeah. No, they didn't. Not at all. No, it was ridiculous.
Insane. But that's just, I mean, like, there's all these things that are happening. That was just the pivotal moment.
Oh, no. And today, glass. I stepped on a piece of glass. Yeah.
Oh, ouch.
and I called Logan, and I'm like, I'm pushing the luck here. I don't need to drive.
Oh, ouch.
This is why I was freaking out.
See, this is this is what the makings of that one movie, like terminal death or something like that. Was it? Remember, like,
I hope not.
You know what I'm talking about? Like,
that sounds awful. But
you know what I'm saying? What was that movie where, like, they know you escape death, but it's coming to get you?
Right.
Whatever that movie was
Final
called.
Destination. Don't say that, because that would freak me out.
Oh, I never went to go see those movies. Those movies.
The first one was actually good.
Was it?
Yeah, the first one was actually good. Believe it or not, I found it
interesting.
Hey, I found it quite entertaining.
That's kind of like the first Saw movie was good. Did you ever see that?
I did, but Saw was too.
The first Saw movie was
like
good.
In your face violent. It's too in your face gory. I like my suspense and
well, you didn't see 2. 2 was clobber you over the head.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't like for them to clobber you over the head with stuff and the violence. You don't need it. The audience doesn't need it, in my opinion. I mean, maybe sure there's some places for it, like Jaws. I mean, I love Jaws, so that needless violence I like, but I don't know why I could never get into the Saws. Maybe it's because it's just too grotesque in the form of making them cut their own feet off.
Well, that kind of gets into that kind of Saw isn't that much, but it kind of gets into.
Is that it? You pulled it up.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
That's like the new Evil Dead. Don't. No.
Ooh,
no. I had to turn it off.
I saw the trailer for that. I know. See, that kind of gets into. I don't think.
Like, okay, come on,
see,
guys.
but Saw
Who finds this
Saw had a
entertaining?
story to it, which a lot of these other like of this in the same genre don't, of like torture porn movies.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
Things like Hostel,
Oh, well, you're thinking of porn
or
and
things
torture.
like
You're talking
Yeah.
about the concept of it's just torture.
no.
Oh.
No.
I was like, oh my god.
You're talking
No.
about S&M.
No.
Woo!
We just
No.
reached a new high.
Totally different conversation.
I'm sorry.
No.
I think I need to have another beer.
No. No, the concept. Movies like Hostel, movies like
right.
the later Saw movies, and
Right.
movies like the
Which I never
Final
saw Hostel
Destinations.
either.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I couldn't. That's why would you want to sit and watch
No,
that?
no.
But my teacher said something interesting to me. I don't know how much stock I put into it, but he said that a lot of these torture porn type movies started coming out in the mid 2000s, late 2000s,
That makes sense.
after we started invading Iraq,
Oh,
which
wouldn't put that together, but
yeah, I mean, I wouldn't either, but
Yeah.
that's kind of an interesting correlation to consider.
I mean, you got to think that we've always had. Let me look at Jason and
Yeah.
Friday the 13th, and I think there's always been that genre of horror. It's moved on a little bit to, I think more
To just grotesque.
yeah, more grotesque. But
and
I think there's an audience there
pointless.
for some people because they just like that needless violence, maybe.
Well, yeah. I mean these younger kids that go see these grotesque movies. I kind of I take that back. But well, no.
I think they're crazy.
Well, no.
See
Well,
where
I
you're
was,
going with this? Not at all.
well, no. I was gonna say that I think that Cabin in the Woods kind of played a
that
mockery of that, but I don't think they
Right.
played much of a mockery into the grotesque
Right.
things as they did more
Right, you
on
can do, and I like some of those.
basic
You can do
horror.
them tastefully. Which,
Right? Yeah.
brings up the
Cabin
point
Fever, I heard was really good. I never saw that one.
I never saw that one, but I heard that was good. Another one that was kind of like in the same respects are those. What was it called? Now I'm gonna have a blank moment here, but it was about kind of like the babysitter watching the kid, and then she's at this big old mansion, and all of a sudden I can't remember the title of it, but this guy tries to Stranger or something. When a Stranger Calls is the name.
Oh yeah.
And that one was actually really suspenseful.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah,
It was tastefully done. It wasn't.
Yeah, when was that? Man, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that does sound awfully familiar. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was really.
Yeah, 2006.
Yeah, I think it was really underrated as far as.
You have it?
Yeah, 2006 when a stranger calls.
You're pulling it up?
Yeah.
That to me is a lot of suspense. Like it's just they don't show a lot of violence. It's just like a lot of moments where it's like creepy guy calling and he's standing outside and just kind of like those creepy moments.
Well, yeah, that's the kind of like creeping you towards
Right.
creeping you towards the horror,
Right.
creeping you towards the what the audience member is fearing, and
Right. Which I think is better. I think it gives more justice to the audience because it's not like in your face. Let's just clobber someone over the head countlessly and let's just show it. And
right,
there's
right.
only so much I can watch of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is it. It was great. Did you see it?
They put some really good-looking characters. Or
This
actors.
house is great. Whoever found the location on this house,
Yeah, it's like
fantastic. I would love to live in this house.
I'll give some horror to this. Yeah, I'll give some horror attention.
Did you see it? Did you get to see it?
No.
So it's well put together, huh?
Yeah, it really was. And actually, she's a runner too, which I like.
Aha, see, I knew it.
At the start of the movie, so I found that quite entertaining. But it's got a lot of suspense in it, and I really liked that element.
So I'd never heard of this film.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying
Yeah,
it didn't get a whole lot of attention, but it was very suspenseful to me. It was like that one called Prom Date or The Prom recently. That one, I don't know if you want to look that one up either, but
I don't know.
that kind of has the same suspense.
So she's actually babysitting somebody?
Yeah, she's at these rich people's.
I've not seen a kid yet.
Yeah, it was,
Yeah, I've seen
I
the
think
kid.
you
The
missed
kids are
it.
sleeping
yeah, they
in
were
the bed.
bed. Watch, you'll see There you go. She's looking for him, and then
And the kids are gone.
there. See those moments? It's just creepy.
Escape.
But it's not in your face creepy. It's more like she's hiding from this dude in the house, and yeah, it's good.
It's good. It's a good ride.
It is.
And you'd watch it again.
Oh yeah, I would buy this on DVD. I don't think I have it, but I would buy it and watch it.
What kind of movies?
Times.
Yeah. So what was the kind of movies that you like and would strive to make? And are you gonna make another short or feature? Or you've been like totally like, no way.
Has this been like, I'm done?
What's funny is I go up and down on that, but I mean now
You'd be
that
like
we're,
Steven Soderbergh and just go make TV shows.
no, now that we're done.
Although I'm looking forward to
towards
the Nick.
end,
I'm just saying.
oh yeah.
Yeah, right?
But now that we're kind of towards the end of it, I want to do more. So it's almost like the pain of childbirth. Like you forget how horrible. I've never had a child,
How
but
dare you
you
say
forget how horrible having a child is. So you want like many more. It's psychological. So it's the same concept.
You bury
with
it.
movie making. You do it, and it's
Right.
very painful. And then afterward, you're like, all right, let's make another one.
See, but afterwards,
this again.
you see the art on screen, and then
Right.
it makes it totally
Exactly,
worth
it makes
it.
it does.
Makes it
And
totally worth it.
all the sweat, blood, and tears that you put into it it's for something. Hopefully, people will appreciate. That's the hard thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think when it comes to that.
Yeah.
But yes, I do. In answer to your question,
Are
I
you
do
gonna-
plan on doing more. I'd like to do more shorts, and I've been talking to a few people. I've got a couple of ideas. I've kind of talked to someone about a web series.
Cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see.
Something that might possibly make money.
I don't know. It's all up in the air right now.
You can't
but-
make money, man. You can't make money on the web unless you're doing like videos every, a talk every Monday, and then then a review on Thursdays.
The goal would be obviously to get a TV series out of it, but and it's actually a really good idea. I just can't. I'm not going to talk about it, but I've got a friend of mine who was telling me about her idea.
Well,
it's really good.
The other thing that you do is you write books, or you have one book.
Yes,
that
I did. I just finished. Yeah, I just finished one of my books.
A
novels.
novelist. That's.
I did. I just finished, and
that's
that
intriguing.
was painful as well.
Oh my gosh! Is there any way we can see any of it online or anywhere?
That is a good question.
You don't have any presence right now.
There's no video as far as like what am I thinking of, a promotional video for it or anything? Not yet, but no, I'm still.
Well, it's not like you're talking to the wrong people that you know.
So I'm on my third draft now, and it's actually kind of shaping into a book. Finally.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think this might have a cult following?
Man, I hope so.
Well,
you've heard. I've told you kind of the
concept.
concept.
What the book is about. It's about some fat chick.
Well, the funny thing is, I came up with this. Listen, the funny thing is, I came up with this on a 7-mile run. I was running 7 miles.
And you were thinking about not being fat.
Yeah, well,
I'm just messing.
What I was thinking about was, man, it would be cool to take a concept from someone who is overweight and she has father issues because he abandoned her when she was 12.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, I thought it would be kind of cool to take an overweight character and because a lot of people, I think, can sympathize weight issues or self-esteem issues, whether it be you're too skinny, too fat, whatever it is. She's overweight. She got there from her food addiction, but I thought it would be an interesting take to make the character more flawed than normal, because I think, 90% of us are flawed to begin with. So I think people can identify with the character more, and it gives her a little kind of three-dimensional aspect. So it's about her journey to find her father. She finds him in England, but it turns out that he's put her in danger on purpose, and he's actually a vampire. So,
but he's not just any vampire. It's actually vampire. You would say the V word.
In the book, I use
Nosferatu.
Vampire, but it is different. It'll be different. Yeah, it's not what you think.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's not the typical. It's not Twilight. It's not the typical
Now, who?
Vampire series, because I know people are probably cringing when they hear, "Oh gosh, another vampire story." But it's really not. There's
I know I am. I'm just kidding.
I think there's a lot of heart and soul to it.
Mm-hmm.
I know you are. Thanks, Logan. So much faith there.
I know, right?
What was that movie I was?
You write
I
with a
saw.
lot. You write with other people, don't you?
I do. I write with Misty Spitzer, who's the one that wrote The Last Door, and she finished her first book. So we're excited about that.
Oh, what did she write again?
She wrote a book called Shift, and she's just now looking into representation through a literary agency, and she just got a little bite on that end, so it's a lot of validation on her side, so she's super excited. I don't know if you heard that.
And it's called Shift?
It's called Shift.
And what is she shifting to?
That is a good question. What is she shifting
I
to?
don't know.
Shifting
It's
faults.
It's more
Whoa.
her book is more like, she describes it as The Fountain, the movie The Fountain.
Like, yeah.
So it's like they die over and over again. Her main central character dies over and over again, but she is not aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
So and she comes back to life, and she's got it's an urban fantasy. It's great. It's great. I read it, is what I'm saying.
You actually
read it.
And how many pages?
I don't know how many pages hers has. I know it's quite a bit because it's a little longer than ordinary. It's about 150,000 words, I think.
150,000. They do it by the words? Why
Right.
would they say words?
Right. That's just how the process goes. They just go by the words, not page.
Okay, so for anybody that would watch this or watching this about building a book or making a book, can you give us some pointers?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Number 1, drink.
Drink?
Number 2, write stuff on the computer. Number 3, continue to write over and over again. 4, drink again, and the process continues. So, really, no. I'm kind of kidding, but I'm not, because seriously,
I got drunk a lot.
I did. Seriously, the first draft is just getting it on paper. You have your story, and
getting the story.
Yeah, you know where you want to go. You're getting your characters in development. And what was funny with how I did it, because this is my first book writing, and it kind of took shape on its own. The writing did. So I got it down on paper, and I didn't really truly know my characters. And in my head, I thought I did, but then the more I wrote, like the second draft, it started coming to me. The characters started developing. I don't know if I'm boring anybody, but I can talk about it a lot, because what's great about it is once my characters started kind of really coming to life, I wanted to hook up a couple of different characters, and my book would not let me do it. The storyline would not let me do it, so I had to do a different direction.
Isn't that fun when that happens?
Yeah.
Isn't that fun? Like, I wrote a story in high school that it was terrible. It was a stupid thing. But I knew the character so well in my brain that I wrote one scene and I didn't like it, and so when I wrote it again, it went in a totally different direction. Like something else happened.
And I think
isn't that amazing when that happens?
I think what's great about that is it's almost like a little bit of magic happening. It's actually the right. That's how you know you have a good story, is it comes to life on its own.
Right.
And the more I tried to hook up, like originally in my head, I'm like, yeah, these two characters they're gonna be, back and forth. They're gonna be awesome. They're gonna be boyfriend, girlfriend. No. However, I tried to write it. It just was not natural. It wouldn't happen. So it was great. Yeah, I had to change it.
That's wild.
Well, what's funny is I had another character that popped out of nowhere, and that's who I ended up, putting her with. So, without getting into too much detail, I don't want to mess anything up or
but that
tell
is
everybody. But
I mean, get the story out, get the art.
Right,
out.
Getting it on paper, the first draft is always going to be shit. I kid you not. Everybody says it. Even the best writers out there, probably even I don't know. I'm going to say Stephen King. His probably comes out.
Oh yeah.
He probably poops gold or something on paper, but as far as just your first draft for normal people, it's just getting it out on paper.
He's still
finishing it.
But Stephen King, he's probably still going like, a clown in the sewers? I mean, what was I thinking?
Right. Yeah, because you're your own worst critic, but people love it. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah. It's creepy, but the first draft is going to be crap. That's what I learned. so the thing about it is to keep going back over and over and over and shaping it into something. It's almost like a clay pot, like you're shaping it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're ghosting it up. We're gonna ghost it up in here with
Is this one your first book?
This is my first book.
And what is it called? What is it titled again? Was it?
It's loosely titled The Blood Dagger.
Oh.
Yeah, it's meant to be a trilogy, and I know I should probably not say trilogy because everywhere that I
That means
talk,
that the book's
like,
just gonna keep going.
No, you can't do trilogy. But in my heart of hearts, it's a trilogy. But obviously, I'm gonna do what I want to do because it's my book. And
Yeah, and you're gonna have people that are gonna want to read it.
I hope so.
Stories have 3 acts, you know.
I have had people read it, and I've gotten some good comments on it. Obviously, it's still in the works. I'm on my 3rd draft right now, which is killing me.
Oh my gosh, because you have to relive it a 3rd time.
Yeah, it's hard, and this is like more of the nitty gritty editing out and more deleting stuff I don't need, unnecessary stuff, and just kind of shaping it more.
Right.
So the more I do it, the better it's going to be. But it's just, I think, because I've been working on the last door, I've been putting aside the book, and so that's got to kind of come to the forefront.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you kind of dread going back to it because you're just like, oh, I gotta read the same story over again.
A little bit, but at the same time, when I do come back to it, it's great to kind of get back into the characters a little bit in their heads because all of them are me, so to speak. And I've got some really crazy ones, so I love writing the really crazy characters.
Okay, explain the crazy one.
I have one. His name is Vincent, and he's Russian, and he's pretty much ruthless. He's crazy, but he's not necessarily the protagonist, but he's not necessarily the antagonist either. So it's kind of fun to write him. He has no filter, and he says what he wants to say, that kind of thing, which is fun to write.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow,
Yeah. It's kind of cathartic in a way.
Because
Because he can make fun of other people, and it's completely fine. And then you have your bad guys in there, and you can kind of do what you want with them and make them as ruthless as you want. So it's fun. And I've got quite a few characters in my book, so.
Kind of makes you wonder what they would do in a situation. Like, what would that character do in a certain situation?
Right. It's fun. It's kind of fun for me to, especially writing the Russian, which Misty's helped me. Misty Spitzer, she helped me kind of write my book a little bit. Not in the aspect of she wrote it for me, but we've always bounced ideas back and forth a lot in the process. And she said that he's one of her favorite characters just because he has no filter. It's kind of fun.
No.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's fun.
Well.
Yeah.
What?
Where are you going? Where are you going with this?
Where you want to go?
Yeah.
Well, while you were writing the book, did you have another thought of another book?
I do. I've got about 5 or 6 different ideas on different books.
And does that make
standalone books too?
Is that your escape? Like, since I don't want to do with any of this project, I'm going to write the new one.
Sometimes it helps to transition to a new one just so I can kind of clear my head of the old one and then come back to the old one. So in that respect, it doesn't. But at the same time, I don't want to get too involved in the new one because I'm trying to write. I don't know. It's hard trying to write the old one, but I write down all my ideas. So yeah.
So you could go back to it when you yeah.
Right. Yeah.
When you're bored about writing the other one.
What now?
When you're bored about writing the other one.
Yeah. And Misty and I actually, what's funny is Misty and I talked about collaborating as well. So I've got that on the burner a little bit in the background.
Now, how many books does she have, or did?
She has the one that she just finished, and she's planning on a trilogy, I believe, too.
Oh, okay.
Is it right that she, Mitzi Spitzer, who just wrote the Last Door, is it true that she is close to publication for something that she's writing?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you.
Okay.
She got interest in a literary agency, and they asked for her full manuscript. So she is super excited, and that's just one step closer to her getting published. So let's hope, cross your fingers, let's hope it
really
happens. Because she said if it does, we're going to Hawaii.
You're like sticking to that one.
I'm going to stick to that, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chad.
Oh.
That's her husband. I'm going.
I've been to Hawaii. So, have you been to Hawaii?
Can we go too? Can we do an episode in Hawaii?
Yes, that's what we're gonna do.
That would
my
be
gosh.
awesome.
Can we do it like
Wouldn't
on the
that be
beach
great?
with a pig roasting in the
Wouldn't
background?
that be great?
With the pig roasting in the background, like with the fire.
Yeah, and palm trees and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
I tell you, we should.
I think you can write that off tax wise too.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
right.
it's,
Because if we'll do an episode out
yeah.
there,
Yeah, dude, I'm down.
woo!
I'm
do a
down.
Tax
couple.
I'm
write-offs.
down.
Do a couple of them.
I'm down. When can we, when
We,
can we go?
we actually have to shoot a movie there, so don't you know?
Oh,
Oh.
that's right.
We can work on a script.
It was
Script.
about the hula killer.
That's right. And they're stuck on the island with each other.
Hula killer. That's
When you're stuck on an island, you got nowhere to go.
That's right. Hawaii 5-0 has nothing on this. Nothing.
Yeah. I like where you're going though. I like where you're going with this.
Now you have seen Murder She Wrote.
Wow, this
never
is
mind.
a big change of topic.
I'm sorry.
No, I have seen Murder She Wrote.
With
I just didn't know where you were going.
It
with,
just came out.
I didn't know where you were going with the
Netflix. Murder
change
She
of-
Wrote. Look out.
Wow.
You know it's been around for a while, right, Logan?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
excited about it. I haven't seen it forever. No, I remember being
Angela Lansbury action there.
I know.
That's what it is. Yeah. You got some-
That's what I was trying to think of. Is Angela Lansbury? You know, it's quite funny. When I went to Universal when I was a kid, Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, they had a ride. Well, it wasn't really a ride, but it was like a kind of like a walk through one room to another. But it was a soundstage. It was like it was a create a movie, and it was Murder She Wrote themed. And so what you'd do is that you'd walk into one room, and they'd say, "What do you want the episode to be about? A murder or a thief
Really?
or something like that." Yeah, and so then, okay, it's about a murder. Walk into the next room. Soundstage. Well, how do you want the sounds to be done? And then they did
I like
Foley
Is that a dinner
live.
mystery thing?
It's kind of like, yeah, it's kind of like that. It was kind of like that.
That's kind of cool though.
And then
I
by
like that.
by the time you're into your fifth or sixth room, you have like a movie that's done specifically to what the audience wanted, and a lot of
why
the
it's
things
so
were
popular, right?
a lot of the things were pre-recorded. Like she would have like you'd have like her talking to somebody, and they had, what do you want her to say, and so on and so forth. It was really, really cool. It was really, really cool what she was doing, what they did there. But yeah, that was a Murder She Wrote
Well,
thing.
my
great.
mom started watching it again, and my dad was he says I have to sit through it, and it's just hard because she's like, but I go, why is she watching? He goes, well, she's a well-dressed woman, everyone loves her, she
It's
has
true.
all the right answers.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
very, very,
it's like
very
Columbo.
popular back
It's like
back
Columbo
then.
was.
I mean, it was very popular.
Like
I watched
Matlock.
it. Yeah.
And like Matlock, yeah.
Like, did you say Columbo? Was that what you said?
Yeah, Columbo.
Yeah,
It was like-
Columbo
it was
was
all like
very.
Columbo.
It was kind of for its time was ahead. It was just popular.
Right.
Now, of course, I have to go a little bit further back to another thing. I mean, when I was a kid and I was at home, I would like during the summertime, you're stuck at home, you're watching TV. There's no cable. It's like standard television. WKRP.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Y'all remember WKRP?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was like that and MASH was the only thing entertaining.
Oh yeah, there
Even-
was yeah.
Oh.
I watched Doctor Who, a lot of Doctor Who, and
Oh,
The
okay.
old
Came on
school.
late though.
it did midnight. I would stay up
On
I would stay
KERA,
up.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Channel
Yes.
13? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
PBS.
bringing back old school. I'm trying to remember how far back. I'm
Yeah, see,
probably dating myself.
I was a kid who had cable, so I grew up on Nickelodeon and things like that. The Inspector Gadget and man, God, what else? I had Ren and Stimpy as a kid, which I was
did too, yeah.
I was so happy.
Yeah,
That
we
was
had
awesome.
Ren and Stimpy. We had She-Ra and He-Man.
She-Ra,
All
yeah.
the good ones.
He-Man, I'm like
The Skeletor.
Skeletor.
It was
And I was
awesome.
just kind of like, I look back at it and I was like, how did they come up with that? What's the point of
When
Skeletor?
when you look back, like He-Man is wearing this really pink shirt and
I'm
these
like,
really short shorts.
Yeah,
what's he doing hanging out in the
yeah.
But it
stall?
was just fine back then. It was like
Right.
fine. It was okay. And now you look at it and it's like,
And look at things like G.I. Joe and
yeah.
man, Man, what else?
Well, you've seen Clops, right? The claymations. I got a little kick of that the other day, and everybody's seen Apocalypse Now, right?
Right.
Well, they did a claymation where it was
Oh, how funny.
Rudolph going up the river to kiss
I think
Santa.
I've seen that.
Wow.
I think
You've not seen this?
I've
so?
not. That
It-
sounds
I think I've seen that.
amazing.
It is so superb.
That sounds great.
It was like watching Apocalypse Now again inverted. I have to bring it up. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm bringing
Inverted.
You gotta bring.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, you know, that reminds me of that Animaniacs episode where they spoofed Apocalypse Now, where it was some filmmaker that took over a lot in the Warner Brothers studio, and then the Animaniacs had to travel through the Warner Brothers studio. They went up rivers and they went.
I didn't see that one. That's
Yeah,
funny,
yeah.
I've never seen
Moin Leven. Yeah. It was pretty funny.
What was your favorite as a kid? Like, just like, as far as like, let's say TV shows go.
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing
Oh.
Duck.
Darkwing Duck.
Tailspin.
Tailspin, I did
Tailspin
watch.
was good. Tailspin was good. I dug Tailspin. You know, I dug Darkwing Duck a little bit more, but Tailspin I could definitely get it.
You know, I
can
watched that a
definitely see
lot
that.
too. I think as a kid, what stands out to me. Well, he's a younger kid. It was probably She-Ra and He-Man, but after that, yeah, a little bit more traditional, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'd go old school with that, and yeah, that kind of thing.
What about the new Ninja Turtles?
Which I've seen, by the way.
Is it good? I worry.
Selden, did you spend money on this?
Yeah, I worry. I really worry about it. I really do.
I spent money on 3D, which I don't.
It was dark. You couldn't focus, and the field was narrow.
Yeah.
Actually, the depth of field was
worried.
well used.
I'm worried about a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
It
remake.
was. You know what? It's kind of like
you can't CGI these guys. They got to be in their suits. And,
yeah.
I mean, and then they made them all really, really muscular. It's no.
That's it. Your generation's talking.
They got the characters down. I will say that.
I will tell you that
they have the characters, like the voice acting, and the characteristics of each one. I think they got it down. But having that said, it was an action flick. It was a normal Michael Bay. It was kind of like the last two Star Trek movies, where it could have been.
Like those,
all right, let me tell you.
It could have been anything
else.
else.
If I ever see that
but you could have.
I'm going to shake him and I'm going to stare light. I'm going to put a flashlight in his face. You like that? You like that?
Hopefully he'll do less of that in this new Star Wars movie. But it's kind of like you could put anything else in that place of that movie and it would still be the same action flick.
Right.
That's kind of how I felt about the Turtles movie, is that you could put anything else in there and it would have been the same movie.
Yeah. You know what? Segue on this. I don't know if y'all want to change the topic, but we should talk about Wish I Was Here. Remember we were talking about Wish I Was Here?
What the heck was that all about?
The Zach Braff movie, the one he wrote and directed, is supposed to be a sequel to Garden State.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I have. I did see it. I have a
you're a
small
backer,
background role in the movie.
Yeah, that's right. You're a backer,
and
you got a tiny extra role.
What was it called again? Wish You Were Here?
Wish I Was Here. It's
Wish You Were Here.
No, Wish I Was Here.
Oh, no, that's right. Okay.
I wish I was great.
I can't believe he sold it as a sequel. That's the problem I have.
Well, to my understanding, it's a spiritual sequel.
It actually is.
It's not a direct sequel.
He focuses a lot on the Jewish faith, which is good. I mean, it was good. And I got where he was going
The swear jar
with
is all
the
the
movie.
money we
It's
have to
just,
send you to college.
I wish
so you
there
should
was.
be happy I cursed.
wish
Well, if you
there
can
was
curse,
some
then we all can curse. Is that what you
Waka
want?
to it.
Minute
Yeah.
only you can curse.
He had all of the right elements. Just some of the comedic points were off.
For a while.
In my
I'm gonna need you to watch Coco.
he didn't hit it quite completely, but I understood his message.
What about
and
my
where it was
dream?
coming from.
I mean, doesn't God believe
just
in my
wish
pursuit of
He
happiness?
had a little bit more oomph to it, so to speak. It was rated R, and there was a lot of I think it was more like they had a lot of
you have to rally
curses
with
that
me.
made
Absolutely
it
not.
response.
What's happening?
That made it rated R.
Rather than content.
No, I was
Right.
just
Well, they had
innocently
some
playing
sexual
video games with
references,
the
but I
boy
thought
one.
the sexual
Tucker, great
scenes
kid.
were just off. They didn't quite fit in the movie. So maybe that came in the cuts with the edits.
You can pick anyone you want, just as long as it's unique and amazing, like you.
Your boys will remember this time for the rest of their lives. It will shape who they are.
But it was not one of my favorites.
We both spent our entire lives wishing we could be something great.
And now we're finally called upon to do something that requires some actual bravery.
So close to the previous movie and stuff.
I mean, I wouldn't say that if I was that close
It's really
to it, I
about
would
what
probably
it
be
sounds like
selling
when you
it a lot
floor
more
it from a
as
full
far as
stop.
There
how
will
great
be
it
no
is.
flooring it from a full
But
stop.
there are some changes that I would have made. That scene right there. It was good. I can see why they had it, but it wasn't necessary. There's just points that I would make.
I'm scared.
I know. I want you to jump in. I'm going to be here for
Yeah,
you.
like I said, some of the comedic points were off.
When we were kids, my brother
It just-
and I
it wasn't
used to pretend
like-
that we were heroes.
They didn't have that
The only
timing
ones
where
who could
like everybody
save
was
the
supposed to
day.
laugh at that
But
point.
maybe we're
It
just the
didn't
regular
happen. It
people.
fell
The ones who
flat.
could
Fell flat, yeah.
Fell flat a little bit, and I think it could have
Kids,
been
my-
boils down to editing maybe.
Do you think that the editing is what made it fail?
I know there were a few scenes that were cut out that I thought would have been a great addition. I don't want to give like a whole lot away about the movie, but it's about Zach Braff plays Aiden Bloom, and he is basically kind of a failing, struggling actor, and he's kind of trying to support his family, but they are having some financial issues, so he's kind of like struggling with that, but he also has found out that his father has cancer and is dying. So it's a family movie, and it's about a little bit about religion and the Jewish faith, and I think it's got some good points to it. It's very moving in some aspects, but I wish they would have included some of the scenes that I know for a fact he deleted.
Yeah, you're one.
Yeah, I will take another.
Have you seen Apocalypse Now?
I did. Wow,
Okay.
this is a big you're segueing. Wow, all
I'm
over
sorry.
the board.
It's a movie. I'm going back to the genre of movies. Period.
Okay. What genre of movies like
We've been
Apocalypse
talking
Now?
movies, period. What do you...
No, just going back to movies.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's go to the violent.
It's not violent.
Christmas.
Oh, the
And-
Christmas one. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So bad.
Can you put on the audio so that our audience at home can see it too? Hear it.
You see what I'm talking about? Great. The way they did it. Look at that. Look at that. He's in an igloo.
Saskatchewan. Shoot. I'm still in Saskatchewan,
That is hilarious.
waiting for a mission. For Christmas, they gave me one. When it was over, I'd never want another.
I never want another. Oh! I mean, dude, it's like matched to the movie.
This is crazy.
It's got to be because that's the funny element to it. Yeah, if it's matched, that's hilarious.
Oh, you're getting drunk on eggnog.
Tai Chi and eggnog don't mix.
I know the
Tai Chi and eggnog.
I know the feeling. It happens to me all the time. It's crazy.
Got a little present for you. Play that tape, will you?
A dream.
Oh,
A dream of a white Christmas. I shake all night like a bowl full of jelly.
How long is this?
It's only a few minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's my nightmare.
Santa's up there surrounded with renegade elves who think he's a god. And he's giving away toys for free. Cutting into Planet of Toys Corporation profits. We want you to go up there, retrieve his bag of toys, and terminate Santa's command.
Terminate. The Kringle.
The Kringle
Terminate with extreme
prejudice.
and have yourself a merry little Christmas.
They put me on a patrol sled with a crew of fruitcakes.
You know, this version is much better than the original.
I couldn't believe they wanted this man dead. Adored by children all over the world. The more I read about him, the more I admired him.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense with the.
You remember this movie, right?
Yeah, I've seen it. I think I've seen it once in a long time ago, though.
Dogs let off the port bow. Bring 'em in. Check it out, Chef.
Because this was done a while back, right?
What's going on?
Yeah.
This is
We
fantastic.
gotta have a look. Keep the sled moving. Sorry, Captain. These sleds been running towards.
Don't they have several variations of these?
Look over there. Look at that sack. Under those blankets. She's got a stockade.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that Yuletide cheer.
Remember what it was in the movie?
It's a baby penguin, man. That's just a little baby penguin. That's what you go.
I told you not to stop the sled. There was a trail of broken toys snaking like a circuit cable plugged right into Santa. He was close. I could smell the cookies.
He's close, I can smell the
By time
cookies.
we got to Santa's village, it was crystal clear. Their chestnuts were completely roasted.
His chestnuts were completely roasted.
Not like me. I'm a little man. I'm an elf. He's the Claus, the Kringle. You think Elves is gonna light his way, but he's the one that's gonna light the way, man. He's gonna light
Probably a
us
long
all
time
up.
ago. It seems like 3 hours ago.
He's really in there.
We're close to.
I got
We're
stuck in the
close to
chimney one
done.
year.
I had a vision of a train with square
No, you're
wheels.
fine. You're fine. No worries.
Cowboy who rides an ostrich, and I wept.
What the hell?
Wept like a baby.
Are you a good boy? I'm a Planet of Toys junior executive.
You're neither. You're a naughty boy who's going to get a stocking full of coal.
Yeah, well, let's just call this payback for the year I didn't get the bike I wanted.
Oh. Nice.
Cut that out.
Nice.
The kids are ripping up the.
This is awesome. This is awesome.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love
gosh.
this.
Merry Christmas to all. And to all.
Oh, a good night. I love it.
The ho-ho horror.
I love it.
So messed up in so
I
many
love
ways.
that.
Yeah, isn't that great? It's good stuff. Good stuff.
I love that.
So you've never seen
Do
that
I've never know.
He was
Good
very
stuff.
entertained
I think
by that.
Mad TV put that together.
Oh,
Really?
that's
Oh, okay.
right. That's right. That makes more sense. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, so Sunday you're gonna have this thing going on with
Yes.
the thing.
We have the thing going on with the thing.
Where is it at? Why is
The
it?
last store, it'll be downtown Fort Worth at 4-Day Weekend, 312 Houston Street, 76102. And I don't know. I'm
You know the
I'm
address
impressed by
by-
Wow, that's crazy.
I'm impressed by my memory.
Wow,
No, I'm just
pop
kidding.
quiz.
I'm kidding. And it starts at 6 for the. There's a mixer beforehand, and then the actual screening starts at 7. So come out. They're going to show several actually good shorts. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if you've seen Michael Ray Lewis's stuff. We were talking about that.
Michael Ray Lewis. What was that one about? Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't. But he is a burgeoning director here, and I'm super excited. I actually talked with him about some stuff as well.
It's going to be playing the same night?
Yeah, it's going to be playing
Cool.
the same night, and
He
I'm
doesn't have
trying
a
to
trailer,
think
does
of
he?
what I want to say. Yeah, he's got a teaser. It's real
Where?
short.
Where?
Look it up. It's
Ow.
by the name of his short, which is "If You Don't Get Me Lying." Now I have a good memory. Now
Well,
it's
would
gone.
it be on Facebook?
It would be
What would it be under? Would it be under?
Endeavor Cinema. It's going to be on there. I think it's the Escort. Am I right in this? It is. I am right. Look up the Escort.
That's right. That sounds about
Yeah,
right.
it came to me. It took me a minute. My memory is not what it used to be.
Where?
Yeah, there it is. The Escort. See?
Yeah, but how-
It's by Michael Ray Lewis.
But where's his trailer?
You just look it up on YouTube. It's a YouTube.
Man, they could dump us in that whole lot of.
Yeah,
No. We've pulled it up. Pull up Michael Ray Lewis.
trailer, the escort trailer.
Right.
That could dump you off.
We'll put Michael Ray Lewis.
Okay,
And
yes,
see what
ma'am.
I'm just saying, it's like a 2-second teaser, but it's
a 2-second teaser.
Right. Turtle Moon. That's it.
Turtle Moon.
Turtle Moon Films is
the
see it where
Facebook
it's on
link at the
Facebook,
top
the
there.
link.
Okay, so does he
There
have,
we go. There we
does
go.
he have the
I don't
trailer?
know.
I got a Turtle Moon film commercial.
Hmm.
The trailer, though.
No, that's.
Well, it has
That is part of the escort, but
All right, let's check it out.
I watched that. Did I watch that at your place one day?
I think you did.
Yeah.
I think you were there.
Yeah.
There's Jennifer. There's the Jennifer.
Who's the Jennifer? What?
Jennifer Abbott. She
Jennifer.
actually she was a PA on our film as well, and she was on this. She worked on this one. Oh, I haven't seen this, but this is good. I like the music.
I wonder what's going on here.
Yeah. Looks glitchy for some reason.
Commercial music video. Oh, it's his demo reel.
Yeah, it's a demo reel. It's not.
But he's got pieces of the movie in there.
Right, and I bet you could find somewhere down the line his actual trailer.
Wait a minute. So it's a short. It's not a full feature.
Oh, it's a short. It's a short film, and I think he said it's only 5 minutes.
Ain't nothing.
So
like
it's
making
real.
Some Blu-ray discs.
There
man.
it
Look
is.
at that. Copies of
So
that.
it's real short.
Oh, I've done that. Makes me feel like I've got it.
Where is our Blu-rays, by the way?
Right here in my hand. And we're making them tonight. What are you talking about?
So sleep is out the window.
Yeah. So when are you going home?
Am I sleeping?
You were gonna party all night.
Am I gonna have more beer than?
You know, usually when we get around, we party. Remember, Soden?
That's right. Yeah.
Do you remember the first night? The first night we filmed The Last Door, and we are partying and we're celebrating. It's like 4 a.m.
We had 5 more shoot days.
Right, and we were like, yeah, and then we're like, oh. It's, this is like the first night, and we're partying like it's literally the last night.
That was the best
a great
thing.
night.
That was the best thing about shooting on your movie is that every night we'd be partying.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was fun. It was like every night we're like, yeah, celebrate. Let's celebrate shooting. It was fun. Even location scouting was fun, right? Remember some of that?
Yeah.
Some scary tunnel location scouting at night.
Oh yeah.
You were there,
I
weren't
was
you?
there for one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was creepy.
It was creepy.
Well, I guess we're gonna wrap it up
Like,
and say
really
goodbye,
creepy.
So, do you have anything going on, Soden? No.
Do I have anything going on?
You don't. All right.
Not
Ian.
really. So, except her movie. I worked on her
He
movie.
did. David did.
Her-
So excited.
Her movie.
What movie was it?
The Last Door.
Oh, The Last Door.
We've only been talking about it for the last hour.
I can't remember.
Or a little bit over an
A
hour.
little bit.
Yeah, a tad bit over an hour.
I think.
We talked about it.
Just a
Yeah,
little
we
bit.
talked about it, right?
Just, yeah,
a little bit.
Tiny,
little
tiny.
bit.
Little.
It's not that serial
could,
killer.
Yeah.
I could literally talk about that all night because of some of the background stuff. We should have went into the background stuff on this.
Well, I actually
We
wanted
should
to
have.
go into the audio commentary. I was wanting to do the audio commentary for tonight.
You wanted to record it tonight?
So no
Yeah,
sleep.
it's just
This
10
is
minutes.
shaping up to be.
Well, the movie's only 14 minutes. You just have to
I'm
watch
kidding.
it.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
You get that 570-hour energy rating.
Oh, I did.
Man,
I did.
that's
If you,
right.
fun fact: if you take 5-hour energies,
Your heart will stop.
no, you get an extra hour in the day, so it's 25 hours
You
instead of
bend
24.
that's the
that's how you,
space-time continuum.
Yeah, that's how you do it. Just for the fun fact for people, just take 5-hour energies.
Science!
And you get 1 extra hour in the day. That's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds insane.
It's true.
Yeah.
Insane.
Look it up.
What are you wearing? What is that thing?
It's
a disco ball.
It's a good juju.
Disco ball.
A good juju pendant for good luck, not bad luck, which is the month I've been having. I'm just kidding. I don't believe in that hocus pocus, but I'm gonna say that's what this is.
All right, we'll see you guys later then.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.